Look at this tree, you guys. Isn't it so fire? Got it from IKEA, and what? This is like my most favorite plant I've ever had in my life. And it's real, and I'm gonna like dedicate my life to taking care of it. Cause it's so fire. What? Anywho. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube vid. Today we're talking more to the beginner photographers. Yes, I'm not a pro. Let's just get that clear. But I'm also not a beginner, I don't think. So I just wanted to tell you guys a few tips on what you guys should avoid when you're starting off photography. These are all things I've done in the past, and I think I've conquered all of them. But yeah, so tip number one is always shoot raw. I always shoot raw. I did shoot JPEG when I first started to shoot because I thought that the files would be too big and my SD cards would get full and I would have to delete everything on my SD cards and off my hard drives. No, that's not the case. I'm not a professional, but I am a hobbyist, whatever, however you say it. And once I shoot, I edit all my photos, then I delete all the ones I don't like, then I put all the ones I like on a hard drive, and so on and so on. And I haven't had any problems since. And I have a 68 gigabyte and a 128. And on the 68, I've never ran into enough storage. So yeah, you guys should always shoot raw. You can always underexpose your photos, like when you're at night. Use less ISO and then use less grain, and you can fix it in post. And yeah, it's hella important. So just shoot raw because Sydney said so, okay? Okay. Tip number two. I don't know how to say it, but in my opinion, if you're starting photography, don't buy an ASPC sensor, like a crop sensor camera, like an M50. Just my opinion. I never did it, and I'm thankful that I didn't, because I have a Canon R that I'm shooting on right now, and it's cropped 4K, right? And I have a 16-35 lens on it, and when it's cropped, it looks so much worse. Like, in my opinion, like, it looks so much worse. I love wide pictures, so I guess I'm biased against crop sensors. But like Canon RPs, like you can get it used for like $900, and then from a Canon M50, I seen it like used for like $700, $800. So like for $200 more, I'd rather just get a full frame camera that has more features, RF lenses you can use. I'm a Canon fanboy, so yeah, that's probably why I'm using Canon cameras. Just from my experience though, like you can use Sony cameras and you know, you can do your thing, but I recommend the Canon RP if you're starting out for photography, not video. I did one video with a Canon RP and ugh. Yeah. Alright, I'm just rambling. Anyways, tip number three is shoot manual always. I cannot express this more. Like, if you shoot auto, like your ISO is gonna change with different pictures, because manual, you can be creative with your photos. Like you can underexpose them on purpose and bring them back in post, and like it would bring a better photo in post than shooting automatic. Also, like when I first started photography, I was shooting at night, and I would adjust my aperture and my shutter speed, but my ISO was always going so high, and I would always get the most grain in my photos. I'm like, why aren't these coming out sharp? Like I'm focusing everything, and like they weren't coming out sharp because they were adding so much white balance, or not white balance, so much like light, like fake light in the camera, and it brought so much grain. And then I'm like, yo, these are just so bad, like so bad that I couldn't even post them, and like I just didn't like it. So if you shoot manual, like you can adjust those settings, and if you underexpose, shoot raw, and then bring it back in post, and you're good. Tip number four is not moving. So when I would have inspirational people on like IG, I would like look at Chris Howe, like, and Peter McKinnon. Like I would see their photos, and I would go to Toronto and get their photos, right? But I didn't want to copy their photos, so what I did was I kept moving it. I got low, I got high, I went to like the side, I put things in front of the lens. Just get creative, like not moving, like you have that one photo and that's it. But if you move a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, or if you bend low and like use leading lines, like your picture is gonna be different and it's gonna be like your photo, and like you don't want to copy others, right? And like everyone can say like, oh, like I have that photo. But if you move around, you can get like a different picture from the same subject. You know what I mean? This is a photo when I started photography. And I think this photo would look so much better if I just moved and I got the fire hydrant out of the frame, you know? But because I didn't move and I just assumed that I can edit it out in Photoshop, that I would just take it. And now, like I'm not like a Photoshop expert at all. So like, I don't know, like I tried to take it out and I tried to like mask it out, blah, blah, blah. But it just didn't look real. So now like I can't post that photo, and like, cause I love that photo. Like I love the lighting in the photo. I think it looks so good, but it's just that fire hydrant is too distracting. It's too yellow. And if I just moved, I could have just got it out of frame, and all of this trouble, it would have been not trouble. You know what I mean? So tip number 5 is a little bit biased in my opinion. Something that I did, something I didn't do, was I didn't edit my photos when I first started photography. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because I feel like when everyone starts photography, they always oversaturate their photos. Like they saturate the blues, they saturate the greens, and it's very contrasty, but not in a good way. Like it's not balanced is what I'm trying to say. And buying presets, like it helps you, like if you take a picture and if you apply the preset, you can look at the settings of the preset and like he did this, this, and this to get this kind of image, right? And even like using presets, it gives you confidence, I feel like, because I feel like if I started photography and I didn't have presets and my editing would be horrible, like I would post my photos and people would compliment me saying, oh, like these are so good. But I guarantee you, if I did not edit those photos with presets and I did it by myself, people would not have DM'd me saying like, oh, this is nice, you know? So that gave me like the confidence to go out and shoot more pictures and like just try harder and harder and harder. And then when I get more experience, like I edit my photos, and then I'll do my edit photo compared to the photo that has a preset on it, and then I'm like, how can I fix my photo? And it would just help me along the way. And with the settings given from the preset, it just helped me so much. And now I can edit my own photos, and I think like I have my own style. Like you guys can check my IG right here, I'll put it right there. So yeah, so I just learned my style from the presets that I used, and I changed them and I edited them how I liked, and then I had a base photo and then I would post it. And all these tips, I think presets helped me the most when I started photography. Honestly, just make sure you guys shoot, no matter how discouraged you could be. Like every time I felt discouraged to go shoot, like, oh, it's too cold, like it's snowing, like trust me, every time you go shoot, you'll get at least one good photo that you'll like. And if not, like use that to push you even harder to go out and get more photos that you like. Because I guarantee you that you will get photos and you will be on the car ride home or bus home like saying, wow, I'm really glad I photos today, because this photo is one of my favorites. And yeah, and the more you guys practice and take more photos and take more videos, you get better and better and better, I promise you. When I started, I would go every weekend. I don't care if it was cold, I don't care if it was hot. I shot every weekend, and honestly, I've gotten a lot better in a small amount of time. If you guys want to see more content about photography, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please do it. Make sure you like. Please do it. And follow my Twitch too. On the Fortnite grind. Season 8 just came out. Jeez! The season's okay, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys want to see some Fortnite gameplay, make sure you follow my Twitch. I'll put that down. Oh, it's awkward. In the description below. Always practice your skills and let me know in the comments or in my DMs if you guys shot. Show me your favorite pictures, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next vid. Deuces! If you guys like the setup, let me know in the comments, because I got this standing desk and I'm amped. Like it's so fire. Like what? That's so dope. Yes, sir.